Domestic shorthairs are the most popular cats in America and come in every kind of coat coloring. This new mom has a tortoiseshell coat. Though they don't look like her, Cutie's brand new twins are pretty adorable. They get their tabby coats from handsome dad, King Arthur. 8-day-old Boots with the white paws talks in her sleep, while her brother, Little Bear, just sleeps. They might not have Mom's coloring, but Boots is showing a touch of the famous tortoiseshell personality, known as tortitude. Tortoiseshells have a reputation for being strong-willed and fiercely independent. So far, Little Bear isn't fierce about anything. He hasn't even opened his eyes yet, unlike Sister Boots. Little Bear does make an effort to try a few steps. But this wobbly kitten chooses the huddle over the hike. This is Cutie's first litter, and though her 2 kittens are less than the average of 4 to 5, having just a pair allows her to get things just right. So when Dad tries to help with bath time, Cutie shows her tortitude and ushers her little ones out of the room. While Mom is giving Little Bear a lift, feisty Boots gets impatient with her driver. What's taking her so long? But Mom soon shows up and resettles her family under a cozy bed, the perfect safe hideout for her precious new family. A new family has just moved here with a pair of Maine Coons named Wilhelmina and Fred. Fred's a little unsettled with all the change, and it's tough to find any place that feels stable. But the new house isn't even the biggest change this pair is facing. Just one day after the move, Wilhelmina gave birth to 6 kittens. And right now, even they're a little scattered. The litter is made up of 5 girls and 1 boy named Maurice. Wilhelmina likes order, so she calls everyone to lunch. And for the moment, order is restored. Meanwhile, Fred watches from above. His perch is finally grounded, and he's not taking any chances by getting down. Hopefully, he'll adapt to all this change soon. After all, his breed was developed on the go. This little girl named Gertrude is already showing her intrepid spirit. She's set off on a mini odyssey. At least as far as one can set off with 2-inch legs. But when a deckhand tries to steer her back, Gertrude holds her ground. She's the captain of her own ship. Her brother Maurice, on the other hand, just wants to stay close to Mom. But that can be tough when you've got to compete with so many sisters. And that's when he notices his handsome dad high above the female fray. Maybe Dad's got the right idea. Maurice is pretty new to the world, and he's still not sure how he fits in around here. Perhaps he and his dad can soon figure it out together. In this charming city brownstone, a very lucky black cat is settling in. Only a few days ago, Juno was a stray who'd just given birth to 3 boys with no home to call their own. Until Juno and her brood were found and brought here. They're a little scruffy from their rough start on the street, but they've landed in a warm, happy spot. Legends and myths often present black cats as bad luck to anyone whose path they cross, especially at Halloween. Because of their spooky associations, many rescue shelters have a hard time placing black cats. 2 of Juno's boys, Trick and Treat, are settling into their new surroundings with ease. Though they can't see yet, they have no trouble making their way over to Mom for lunch. But someone's having a slightly harder time getting his bearings. This is Boo, the smallest and scrappiest of the litter. He's just as hungry as his brothers, but he takes a wrong turn. And while Trick and Treat are feasting away, Boo's lunchtime fate seems to be hanging in the balance. With eyes still closed, Boo can't find his way back. Right now, the little guy's feeling pretty down on his luck. Until finally, the tides turn. Boo may have lost out on the lunch shift, but he's found his way to Mom Juno's arms. These little black rescues aren't aware of their spooky reputation. And here in this loving foster home, they're about as lucky as it gets. Ruling the roost, of course, at this creature haven are the cats. This cat, Ruby, a recent rescue, has even been treated to her own homey guest room in the barn. Well, she deserves it. She's just given birth to a litter of 4 black and white babes. Little Moo, with only a few black spots, is the whitest kitten. But his manners aren't quite so pristine, particularly when Mom's trying to take a nap. But in this rescue home, with its eclectic menagerie, these kittens aren't the only ones wearing black and white. Meet baby skunk Duke. Rescued only days after the kittens were born, loving Mom Ruby took in the oddball orphan as one of her own. But one of Ruby's kittens isn't quite so quick to welcome the newcomer. Moo sniffs competition for Mom's attention. So when Duke seeks Moo out for a warm body to cuddle, Moo makes it more of a scuffle than a snuggle. Luckily, Moo's sister Bessie is more accommodating. And Duke soon finds his spot in the kitten cluster. Where, spying a sleeping Moo, he can't help but try for another snuggle. And this time, Moo's not really in a position to turn him away. Behind the clapboard walls of this typical suburban house lives a rather atypical house cat. Because Millie prefers being out of the house, scoping out her backyard territory. Millie is a domestic shorthair with a calico coat. As a rescue cat, Millie's background is unknown. But the kink in her tail hints at an adventurous past. Her present just got pretty adventurous too, with a brand new litter of 7 kittens. By the looks of things, their mystery dad didn't look much like Mom Millie. The kittens are a rainbow of 3 orange tabby, 2 black, 1 gray, and 1 tortoiseshell. This is Daisy, who right now seems to have taken a wrong turn en route to lunch. But with Mom's murmurs of encouragement, little Daisy finally makes it to the table. Meanwhile, her red-headed brother Gus isn't content with just any old seat at the feast. This ambitious kitten shoots for a top-table reservation. This is an exclusive dog resort and spa. A place for canines to be catered to. Of course, every resort needs a host or hostess. This one has Tempest, a Whippet. With her serene and gentle nature, Tempest always gives the spa guests the warmest of welcomes. Perfect practice for her latest arrivals to the resort. A whopping pile of 10 wee Whippets. They're a mixture of fawn-patched and brindle-patched coats. With so many to keep track of, it's a good thing Tempest has experience tending to others. Whippets are the fastest domestic animal of their weight, reaching speeds of up to 35 miles an hour. With a uniquely adapted body, their legs are able to alternate between full extension and being tucked up tight. This is known as a double suspension gallop. And it looks like one of the Whippet pups is already working on his gallop. This fawn-patched boy is Dash. Who's determined to get his rookie racer legs to stretch out farther. It might not be quite a gallop, but for legs that are only a few days old, it's not a bad start. Meanwhile, the littlest brindle-patched girl is struggling to stay on her feet at all. Mouse just doesn't seem to know up from down. And once she's back with the pack, when a client calls for her hostess mom, Mouse is topsy-turvy again. And again. Make that once more. Luckily, little Mouse finally gets her bearings in the cozy pile, right where Mom can see her. In a garden cottage deep in the countryside lives a pair of bull mastiff sisters, Annie and Belle. And out of this sisterly duo, Belle lives up to her ancestry, guarding her domain with vigilance and keeping in shape with daily agility training. Meanwhile, her sister Annie is a little less vigilant and athletic. It seems she'd rather sample the garden than guard it. But her leafy lunch is soon put on hold for other duties, like being a first-time mom. To 6 fuzzy pups. Though they all look darker than Mom right now, 2 of the pups' coats will lighten into her fawn coloring, and the other 4 will be brindle like their dad. But what's rare about this bull mastiff troop is that all 6 pups are boys, and that happens only 2% of the time. And with boys growing bigger than girls, Mom better relax now, because in just a few months she'll have more than 500 pounds of pups on her paws. Fortunately, while Mom chills out, there's Aunt Belle to keep watch. And keeping watch is what she does best, ensuring every lad is in line. Of course, some boys are harder to contain than others. Brindle-coated Scotty seems to be keeping Aunt Belle on her toes. But when she finally encourages Scotty back to where he belongs, she gets a little help holding him there from fawn-coated pup Troy, who seems to already be showing off a streak of his aunt's vigilance by keeping Scotty in place. And Aunt Belle is pleased with her tiny guard pup in training.